Yesterday in California, the first of dozens of caskets were put beneath the surface of the earth. They are the remains of some of those who died at the Jonestown commune in Guyana. It is part of the tragic story that even to now is not over. Vern Hawkins has a report.
Just before dawn, a van carrying 50 victims arrived at Evergreen Cemetery. Inside, small pine boxes containing 45-inch steel caskets to be placed in cement crypts. These are the bodies of unidentified children. In place of names, just numbers on the boxes. This is the first of 248 unidentified followers to be buried here. Other cemeteries had refused. The containers were moved into the 60 by 80-foot mass grave, which will have a single marker. Relatives came to watch. Florence Brown's 4 grandchildren were never identified. She said they had to be here somewhere. Freddie Lewis's entire family died in Guyana. Only the older members were identified.
Wife and sister, 2 older daughters. My 2 older daughters are Lisa and Karen. They've been identified already. The other kids hasn't been identified yet.
They may be here.
They may be here, might be on their way. Who knows?
The Council of Churches held brief services. Services they will repeat. 4 more van loads are scheduled here.
The spirit of the departed has returned to God, who gave it. We therefore commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, and dust to dust.
Vern Hawkins in Oakland for the 10 o'clock news.
The General Accounting Office has issued a report finding that Secretary of State Cyrus Vance acted properly in spending more than $4 million of taxpayers' money following last November's mass killings in Jonestown, Guyana. The money being used to recover the more than 900 bodies. Mary Tillotson reports.
The nightmare at Jonestown left more than 900 members of the People's Temple dead. Americans who had followed the Reverend Jim Jones into the Guyanese jungle in search of a better life. The confusion that followed their mass slaughter has turned into a massive expense for the U.S. government. The State Department so far has spent almost $4,400,000 airlifting the bodies out of Jonestown to Dover, Delaware. There will probably be more money spent burying several hundred bodies that remain at Dover unclaimed. Rhode Island Congressman Edward Beard asked the General Accounting Office to investigate whether taxpayers should have to bear that multi-million-dollar expense. The GAO report, made public today, says the Secretary of State apparently decided money spent in connection with the Jonestown massacre was in the national interest. While GAO concedes some may disagree with that decision, the accounting office found no legal basis for judging U.S. assistance to Guyana improper. The Justice Department has filed suit against the People's Temple to force it to reimburse taxpayers' money spent in the aftermath of the Guyana killings. The temple is thought to have at least $7 million stashed in bank accounts in Panama alone. But it will be months, if not longer, before all the public and private claims against the People's Temple can be settled in court. In Washington, Mary Tillotson.